Kia ora, I'm Kate from TAHI. I'm the Global Marketing Manager for TAHI Group. And thank you for joining us today as we share our story. So before we dive into our case study, I really wanted to set the lens on a macro view of the world and this planet Earth, which we live on. So biodiversity, which is the interconnectedness of all life forms on our planet, is in jeopardy. 4.5 billion years in evolution, and now human activity is pushing 1 million species towards extinction. Without biodiversity, there is no life on Earth, including our own. So at TAHI, we're laser sharp on our single-minded purpose, which is to restore native biodiversity regeneration. And our role is to be the living example of this, from TAHI the place, which is our living eco lab, located in the remote north of New Zealand, through to our portfolio of purpose-driven products. We respect that no business can do this alone, so thank you all to everyone as part of the long run for joining us on this rather epic journey. So for those of you who don't know, TAHI's story is really one of ecosystem creation. So we've spent the last 20 years pioneering world-leading science to really jumpstart nature's regeneration. So TAHI has worked with nature to return barren landscapes like this biodiversity desert on the left to a rich ecosystem, turning body paddocks into wetlands reawakened. However, our model and really what makes TAHI so unique really extends beyond just this ecosystem creation. So first, over the last 20 years, we've created this incredible rich ecosystem, and then we've been working to transform this living eco lab into an ecotourism retreat, which we're proud to be a member of the long run. However, unique to TAHI is our commercial arm, and the role that commerce has within our economic model is that our brands are really designed to power our purpose. So we have two brands, TAHI Manuka Honey and Kaya Skincare, which are high-quality, performance-led eco-luxe brands that really sit at the apex of luxury and sustainability. And at TAHI, 100% of profits from these products are reinvested back into the land. Finally, the how we do this is through science and innovation. So our approach is to be science-based, tech-based, and field-tested. We're proud to open source our nature-based knowledge recently on our new website, tahi.com. At TAHI, our approach to the 4Cs really goes beyond just words on the page. I think they really define everything we make and how we make it. They guide every design decision and development choice we make. They guide our business verticals, so what new businesses we might enter into and how we operate as a global team, which its home is in the very bottom of the world in New Zealand, and it guides how we want to make a difference. Conservation isn't just a feature of our products. I think unique to TAHI, it's really embedded in the values and designs of our business. Biodiversity is our heartland, and here we've made significant strides over the last 20 years. The vision for TAHI is that we can really be the power of the example. So while we may be small, we really are mighty in terms of the change that we're creating. We're proud to be biodiversity positive and carbon negative, to have planted and regenerated over 8.8 million native trees and regenerated many native bird species coming back to our property. We've been really pioneering this commercially minded conservation for over 20 years and have received a lot of recognition on the positive impact of our environment. One that the team are most proud of is winning the Transforming New Zealand Supreme Sustainable Award. However, please note that there is no sense of our mission ever being done or finished. I think, like nature, we recognise we must continually invest season after season. Our example being that this year, in our tree planting plan, in just 2 weeks, our team on the property planted over 20,000 native trees. Our motto is that we're never done. We're really continuing to inspire for better. Our commercial model is really underpinned by the power of circularity. So inspired by nature, which is circular, you'll see this in our approach to our brands. This is not business as usual. We bring consumers a product that exists to be best in class in its category and to restore biodiversity. I think we recognize that in today's environment, consumers no longer want to compromise. And we see the vision for our brands is that we can really provide both of these needs for our consumers. All of our brand work starts with the end positioning in mind. Our products are designed to be sustainable but incredibly efficacious. And we can be incredibly proud of some of the awards and recognition that we've received on the global stage. The likes of TAHI honey being ranged in best-in-class retailers with the likes of Selfridges and Harrods in the UK. And with Kaya, which is currently just ranged in New Zealand, we have some global expansion plans for. Community is also very much at the heart of everything we do at TAHI. I think we really look to the sense of community in both a micro and really macro lens. This starts with our very tight-knit team at TAHI, right through to the wider regional community, New Zealand, our global consumers who love our products around the world. And also part of the wider community we see ourselves in is the global scientific, restoration and research community, of which we're really proud to be part of and contribute to. So first with our people, I think we really embody the sense of one TAHI. So TAHI means one, and we are one and really act as a collective spirit, where this collective is greater than any individual power. For the team working here, I can say hand on heart, it's more than a job. It's really a calling and a privilege to be part of this organisation. Examples of the way that we're really supported as team members in TAHI is there's a big investment in environmental education. We're very fortunate to go on some world-class field trips, exploring other best-in-class eco-restoration, right through to formalised leadership training for the leaders across the different business verticals. I think it's really the sense of the interconnectedness between the land and people that is the key to having thriving ecosystems, and our culture is built on respect and understanding these shared goals. Our sense of community then also extends through to Pātaua. So Pātaua is a remote North Island community of which TAHI is part of. We provide really valuable employment with up to 20 team members on site in various roles, whether that be leadership positions, environmental, office administration. We have honey manufacturing and beekeeping in this very special but very remote part of New Zealand. Also, despite being a private eco-retreat, we understand the role and the significance of community spirit. So we open every Sunday for local walking groups and host an open day every year. And this really showcases the community, the best of what we offer. And it's an opportunity to reconnect and for the locals to learn about our incredible projects, flora and fauna. We're proud to share that last year we had over 3,000 visitors to our Eco Lab. We're now in another phase of expansion, and once fully established, we know that these visitor numbers will continue to grow. So looking now to the wider district that we operate in, we support the local schools with what's known as a much-loved Bees in Schools program. So here we partner with 20 plus schools to improve children's knowledge on biodiversity and provide access to beekeeping materials and training. Each school keeps their own hives and can use the honey as they wish. We're really proud to be reawakening these young, buzzing minds to the beautiful power of nature. Finally, TAHI is open to global consumers through our eco retreat. So we're really proud to be a global ecosphere retreat, really promoting sustainable tourism. Currently at the property, we have 3 cottages, which have achieved a 5-star Airbnb rating as a guest favourite. And over the next year, we will be expanding this with 2 new luxury cottages and a 5-star beach house as part of our operations. This will also be extended to a new cafe, visitor centre, as we really gear up in our next phase to start marketing TAHI as a leading luxury eco-retreat destination. And finally, on the community side, as I mentioned, we really see our role beyond just consumers to reach the scientific research and restoration community globally. So here we have open sourced some of our pioneering scientific research on our website, tahi.com. This includes research on the likes of the microbial biomass of soil and some groundbreaking techniques on how to measure carbon in carbon pooling. And we're really proud to fly this flag for New Zealand science globally. Finally, on culture, we're guided by a deep respect for the native people of the land, the Māori community. Tahi, which means one or first, is the name given to this property. Ohuatahi is the name of the Māori pa or fortress on the rear of the property. And this really means first place of plenty, from which Tahi derives its name. Our role at Tahi is as a guardian, protecting and preserving this incredibly magnificent property for future generations. There are a number of significant cultural sites on this property. These include the pa, which I mentioned, which is a Māori version of a traditional fortress, and also kumara and midden pits. So these are pits of food remains which remain culturally significant. So here we see our role as really preserving these sites and ensuring they are protected. You can only see these via guided walks from the local kaumātua. Finally, our approach to culture is really guided by a deep sense of authenticity and ceremony. So as a team member, we always give thanks, known as a karakia, prior to meals and before significant events. And before significant events, you may see our local leaders performing a pauwhiri. So this is known as a traditional Māori dance. We also regularly meet with the Māori kaumātua. This is the Māori word for leaders of the village. And these team members are really integral and in key positions within Tahi to help guide our journey. And then finally, as I shared, we do have a number of sacred artifacts, and we really protect these by only allowing to view these on request. So really today, I hope that gives you a brief but comprehensive overview of how we really embed the 4 Cs at Tahi. Thank you so much for being part of this journey with us. I do really want to guide you all to our website via this QR code, tahi.com. It is a wealth of information on our purpose and our reason for being. Ngā mihi, and thank you so much for your time today.